You're cruising down the road. The engine hums steadily. The car accelerates smoothly. You shift gears almost without thinking. But between the engine that generates the power and the wheels that carry you forward, there's one silent component doing all the hard work. It's what makes starting, stopping, and shifting even possible. And yet, most drivers don't give it a second thought. It's called the clutch. For most people, the clutch is just that third pedal on the left. You press it, shift gears, and let go. Simple, right? But beneath your feet, there's an intricate mechanical system that works with millimeter precision to connect and disconnect two spinning parts that otherwise would destroy each other if forced together. It's a beautiful balance of timing, pressure, and friction. The clutch's job is simple to define but complex to achieve. It connects and disconnects the rotating crankshaft of the engine from the gearbox, allowing you to shift gears smoothly or stop without stalling the engine. Without it, starting from a standstill would cause the car to jerk violently or kill the engine instantly. Let's break it down. At its core, the clutch consists of three main components: the flywheel, which is bolted to the crankshaft and spins with the engine; the clutch disc, also called the friction plate; and the pressure plate, which clamps the disc against the flywheel when engaged. Together, these parts live inside a clutch housing bolted to the engine block. When the clutch pedal is released, the pressure plate pushes the friction disc tightly against the spinning flywheel, creating a solid connection. Torque is transmitted through the friction surface to the gearbox. When you press the pedal, a system of mechanical or hydraulic linkages pushes the release bearing, which in turn lifts the pressure plate, releasing the clutch disc. At that moment, the engine spins freely, disconnected from the drivetrain. The entire mechanism relies on one physical principle: friction. And friction, as you know, comes with heat. A properly functioning clutch needs the right amount of pressure and a clean contact surface. But over time, the friction material on the disc wears down. When that happens, the clutch begins to slip. You might notice the engine revs increase, but your speed doesn't. You'll often smell burnt friction material, a sure sign the clutch is overheating or worn. Modern passenger car clutches are usually single-plate dry clutches, meaning they rely on one disc and no oil. High-performance vehicles and motorcycles often use multi-plate clutches, which increase friction surface area and can handle more power. Then there are dual-clutch transmissions, or DCTs. These systems use two separate clutches, one for odd gears and another for even, enabling nearly instantaneous gear changes. These are common in sports cars and performance sedans and are essentially automated manual gearboxes. Heavy-duty vehicles like buses or trucks often use hydraulic clutches, which rely on fluid pressure instead of mechanical linkages. These systems can handle much more torque and reduce driver fatigue. And we haven't even touched on self-adjusting clutches, which automatically compensate for wear over time to maintain consistent performance, or automated clutches, where the clutch pedal is removed entirely and the engagement is managed by sensors and control units, as seen in semi-automated transmissions and some modern hybrids. The materials used in clutches have evolved drastically. In the past, they contained asbestos, which offered excellent heat resistance, but proved to be a serious health risk. Today's clutches use high-tech composites, including Kevlar, fiberglass, ceramics, and copper-based blends. Some racing clutches are made from carbon fiber or ceramic metal compounds, designed to endure extreme temperatures of 500 to 600 degrees Celsius or more. That's over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Now let's talk lifespan. A standard clutch in a typical passenger vehicle usually lasts between 50,000 to 160,000 kilometers. That's roughly 30,000 to 100,000 miles. But it depends heavily on driving style, terrain, and load. Aggressive starts, riding the clutch, stop-and-go traffic, or towing can dramatically shorten its life. On the other hand, smooth, deliberate use can make a clutch last for over a decade. Misuse is common. Many drivers leave their foot lightly resting on the clutch pedal, a bad habit called riding the clutch. Others keep the pedal pressed down at traffic lights instead of shifting to neutral. All of these behaviors lead to premature wear, which not only shortens clutch life, but can also damage the flywheel and pressure plate. In motorsport, clutches are a different beast altogether. Race cars use specialized materials like sintered metal or carbon-carbon composites. These clutches are extremely light and can engage instantly, but they're harsh, hard to modulate, and require precise handling. They often last just a few races or even just one. So the next time you press that left pedal, remember, it's not just a piece of metal. It's a carefully engineered system that takes on thousands of engagements during its lifetime, enduring heat, pressure, and constant friction so you can enjoy a smooth ride. The clutch is more than just a bridge between gears. It's the handshake between man and machine, and it works tirelessly until it doesn't. Subscribe us for more videos.